I should have never taken that deal. I didn't think of it as a ritual, at least not at first. It just felt like something I had to do, something simple, something I wasn't supposed to question. Because when you've spent your life counting coins before buying food, you don't ask too many questions. When someone offers you money, it started on a Sunday. I remember that clearly because Sundays were always the worst. Everything closed. No work, no distractions, just time to think about how bad things had gotten. That night, I was sitting in my apartment, lights off to save electricity, scrolling through my bank account, even though I already knew the number. That's when the message appeared. No notification, no sound, it just showed up. If you want to change your life, go outside. I stared at it for a while. Checked my phone, refreshed everything. Nothing, no number, no sender. Just that sentence. I should have ignored it. I know that now, but when you're desperate, your brain starts doing something dangerous. It starts hoping. So I went outside. The street was empty. Too empty. No cars, no people, not even distant noise. Just silence, and then I saw it. Right in front of my building, a small glass bottle, dark liquid inside, no label. Next to it, a folded piece of paper. I already knew it was for me. I don't know how, but I knew. I picked it up, opened the note. Every Sunday night, take this to a place that needs it. That was it. No explanation, no instructions, just that. I stood there for a long time, holding that bottle, trying to understand what I was even looking at. But then I thought about my situation, and I took it inside. The next morning, there was money in my account. A lot of it, not enough to change everything, but enough to make my chest tighten. Enough to make me stop breathing for a second. I checked everything. Transactions, history, everything, nothing. The money was just there. That's when it became real. The next Sunday, I didn't wait for a message. At the exact same time, the bottle was already there. Same place, same dark liquid, and another note. You know what to do. I didn't, but I pretended I did. I got in my car and started driving. No destination, just moving. Until I reached a small village, about 30 minutes away. I don't know why I stopped there. It just felt right, like something was pulling me toward it. It was quiet, not abandoned, just still, like everything had been paused. I walked toward a public water source, a small concrete basin, clear water, normal. I stood there, holding the bottle, thinking, this is stupid. This means nothing. It's just water. And then, I poured it. The liquid didn't mix normally. It spread slowly, like it was alive. Dark threads, moving through the water. And then, it disappeared, completely. Like nothing had ever been there. I waited. Nothing happened. No sound, no reaction. No one noticed me, so I left. The next morning, there was more money, more than before, enough to breathe. And for the first time in months, I slept without thinking about money, and that's how it started. Every Sunday, same bottle, same note, same drive. Different villages sometimes the same one. And every time, nothing happened. At least, nothing I could see. So I stopped thinking about it. I told myself, it's harmless. If something was wrong, I'd notice. People would react. Weeks passed. My life changed. I moved out, bought things I never thought I could afford. People treated me differently, looked at me differently, and slowly, I stopped questioning it. Until Tuesday. It wasn't planned. I wasn't going there. I was just driving, new car, new life, trying to get used to it. And then I saw the sign. The name of the village, the same one. I slowed down, just a little. I don't know why. Something in me felt pulled toward it again. I should have kept driving, but I didn't. I turned. The road was empty, just like before. Same silence, same stillness, but this time it felt different, heavier, like something was wrong, and I could feel it. I drove through slowly, windows up, hands tight on the wheel, and that's when I saw him. At first, I thought he was just standing there, in the middle of the road, not moving, just watching. Then suddenly, he started running, straight toward my car, fast, too fast. It froze for a second, but didn't move, didn't react, until he got closer, and I saw his face. There was nothing obviously wrong, no blood, no injuries, but something about him was off. His movements, slightly delayed, like his body and his mind weren't in sync, man. His mouth was moving, but the sound came a second later. Wait, please. You did this. I felt my chest tighten. My hands started shaking. I didn't understand what he meant, but somehow I knew. He reached the car, hit the window, hard. Help us. Not help me. Help us. That's when something snapped in me. I pressed the gas, drove past him, didn't look back. I just drove. Faster, faster. My breathing was out of control. My hands were shaking so badly. I could barely hold the wheel. I kept hearing his voice. You did this, over and over again. I told myself it wasn't real, that it was just in my head, that it had nothing to do with me. But deep down, I knew. I didn't sleep that night, or the next. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw him running, reaching for me, looking at me like he knew exactly who I was and what I had done. By the second night, I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to know if it was real or if I was losing my mind. So I went back. Same road, same silence. But this time, I didn't stop at the entrance. I drove all the way in, slowly, looking, watching. At first, everything looked normal. People walking, doors open, shops running, but something felt wrong. Not obvious, just off. I parked the car, stepped out, and that's when I noticed it. The people, they weren't reacting to anything, not to me, not to each other. They moved, but not naturally. Like they were following something, a pattern, a loop. I watched a man drop something on the ground, pick it up, walk 3 steps, drop it again, pick it up. Same exact movement, over and over again. No emotion, no awareness, like he didn't even know he was doing it. I felt my stomach turn, then I heard it. Water, running. I followed the sound, back to the same place, the basin. The water wasn't clear anymore. It was darker, thicker, moving slightly, even though nothing was touching it. And around it, people were standing, silent, watching it. One of them slowly turned toward me, and then another, and another, until they were all looking at me at the same time. My chest tightened. I took a step back. That's when one of them spoke. He came back. Same voice, same delay. Then another voice. You always come back. Then all of them, at once. You did this. I couldn't move. I couldn't think. I just stood there as they stared at me. And in that moment, I understood. It wasn't poison. It wasn't killing them. It was changing them, turning them into something else. Something that couldn't stop. Something that couldn't think. Something that just repeated. And I was the one doing it. Every Sunday, without even questioning it, I ran, got in the car, drove out of that place as fast as I could. I didn't stop. I didn't look back. That night, my phone lit up again. Same message. No number, no sound, just words. You didn't finish. My hands started shaking. I stared at the screen. Then another message. You can stop. I felt something break inside me. Relief for a second. Until the next line appeared. But it won't be them anymore. I stopped breathing. Then the final message. Next Sunday, we choose your village. Silence. Complete silence. I looked around my house, my street, my people, and for the first time, the money didn't mean anything, because now I understood the deal. It was never about helping me. It was about choosing who suffers. And now, I don't know what to do. If I go back, they stay like that. If I stop, it starts here. So tell me, what would you do? Would you go back or let it reach your own village? Follow for more stories like this.